Hi, my name is Sophia. I am a public health major, and today I'm going to be making my superfood recipe, which has lentils in it. So lentils are highly nutritious. They have a bunch of different vitamins and minerals in them that take up a significant portion of our RDI. So they have about 37% of our daily RDI for iron and almost 20% for our vitamin B6 and the same for thiamine. So it is highly nutritious and it's very easy to make. As you can see, it comes in bags like this. You can soak them overnight. I did not do that, but it does help if you soak them. But you basically can just boil them in like water or any type of broth and then kind of serve them with anything. So today I'm going to be making a tabbouleh salad with the lentils, which is going to be with some cucumbers, some tomatoes, some spices, some extra virgin olive oil, and obviously the lentils. So I'm going to get to making these and I'll keep you guys updated on how it's going. So I'm incorporating some of the ingredients that are pretty much fresh produce. So here I have diced tomatoes that are stored in water because the ones that I thought we had went bad, so we're improvising. I have some shallot, which is like a red onion. And then I have some fresh lemon and some fresh basil that we actually grow ourselves. So a really cool thing about lentils is they're actually grown in the US and they're grown in an area where you typically wouldn't see vegetables grown in, or any like legumes, but any type of like produce or whole food. They're grown in north area of the Midwest, so think like North Dakota, that area, because they actually do well in colder soil, about like 40 degrees, and they dry in the fields during the summer, and then they're picked, they're cut, and then they're stored in bags like these and sent all over the world and around the country, which is really cool. So here I'm just cutting up pieces of lemon like this so that I can like squeeze lemon juice into the salad, and then I'm just gonna cut this shallot like this, and I'm just gonna peel it real quick. And I'm gonna chop these up pretty finely, and I'm gonna put this into the salad, and then I already have this diced. So I'm just gonna drain it, and then I'm gonna put it in a bowl, all these ingredients into a bowl. And once the water is boiling, I will drop my lentils in. So here my water's boiling, so I'm gonna take a cup of lentils, and I'm just gonna pour them in the water, and I'm gonna let them cook. Here I have all of my components for my salad, other than the dressing and the seasoning. So I have some diced tomatoes, some diced shallot, a good amount of lemon juice, fresh squeezed, and then I have some fresh grown basil that's just been like torn up. So now that my lentils are done cooking, I rinsed them in cold water and drained them, and now they're sitting in this bowl. So I'm gonna add all of the components and the oils and the seasoning. So first I'm gonna do the diced tomato, and now I'm gonna do the shallot, and some lemon juice. Next I'm gonna do a drizzle of olive oil. I'm also going to add some minced garlic because garlic makes everything better, and it adds a nice amount of flavor to the lentils, since you can kind of add whatever you want. So I'm gonna add about this much. It's like 3/4 of a tablespoon, I guess, maybe a little less. Some basil, and then I'm also gonna do some nice seasoning in there. So I'm just gonna put the camera like this, and I'm gonna add my seasoning. So I'm gonna do some salt, not too much, like 4 grinds. A nice sprinkle of black pepper, a nice amount of some onion powder, just like that. And then I'm also gonna add some crushed red pepper to this as well, to give it just a little bit of heat. So there we go. Now I'm just going to mix all of this together. What's cool about this dish to me is that this is more of a Mediterranean style dish, and Most of my family is from the Mediterranean, so this is something cool to think that a lot of my family members probably ate things like this when they still lived in that area. It's cool to learn about dishes that are popular in my ethnicity. So now that I have made my lentil tabbouleh salad, I'm going to give it a try. So I've never had lentils before, so I don't really know what they taste like, but we're about to find out. This is really good, actually. So to me, lentils remind me a lot of like a cross between a black bean and a chickpea, like consistency wise, just like smaller pieces. It's actually really good. I love all the veggies in it. I love that the only like dressing that's on it is just olive oil and lemon juice and like a little bit of water that was like on the lentils from when they came out of the sink when they were soaking in the cold water. So this is really good. And I love how easy it was to make. This is something that I feel like is really easy for anyone to make, and you don't have to be a fancy cook or a chef or anything like that, or really have any experience with cooking. And I think a great thing about it, especially for young women, is the high amount of iron that it provides to our diet, because I know personally I had really low iron all throughout high school, and I actually take iron supplements now, and it's like drastically changed like how I feel daily. It makes me feel a lot more awake and energized. I don't get tired as easily. And I think it's really cool that lentils have such a high amount of your daily iron, because for someone like me, this would like really help like halfway through my day, like eating like something like this that has such a high amount of iron definitely make me feel a lot better, along with all the other vitamins and minerals that it contains. So I definitely give this dish an A+.